Okay, so here's the poster design that we've kind of decided is done, finalized. I didn't add in those logos, but I would suggest that you do so. And let's see, let's look at our project. Let's see, what do I have? Sorry here, I am... All right, well, let's go into MSU. Let's go into Brightspace. And click on our course. Because I want to look at the project description, which I believe I put in. Did I put it in week 2? I think I put it in week 1 and week 2. Currently I'm in week 2, but if we look at this, we can kind of, okay, 11 by 17, 3 by 6 foot landscape banner, full color, with a 1/8 bleed. Okay, so let's construct that. File, new, document. And I still haven't changed my preferences from picas to inches, so that's kind of a pain, but we can use calculator to 12 times 3 equals 36, so that would be the height, and then 6 times 12 equals 72, so it'd be 36 by 72 wide, so 72 inches, 36 inches, pages, so there'd be 1 page. Don't really have to. Bleed and slug is what we have to worry about. The bleed is 0.125 is 1/8 of an inch, and then we can click this link button, and then that will fill in the bottom, top, inside, outside of the left and right sides of the document. So if we push create, there's our banner. And this is a common banner size. I went and checked, made sure that 3 by 6 is a, and if you ever have any questions, just look up like common banner sizes. Let's say vinyl. So, I mean, Banner Buzz, I've actually ordered from them before. They're pretty... So 3 by 2, 3 by 6, so they have a lot of different, you can do custom sized ones as well on this site. And this is actually a really pretty nice site because you can, it gives you lots of different options. You can even get Velcro on there. So anyway, this isn't normally where I would order banners from, but it's definitely a common size. And then if you zoom in on your document, I just want to show you the bleed. It's kind of hard to see unless you're kind of close. But here's this red line, that's the bleed line. So all images or colors should at least come to this line or over, so that when the printer prints it, they'll actually print a size that's a little bit bigger than this, and then they'll trim it down so that there isn't a white border on your design. And that's how a bleed, works. So I'm going to have both documents open side by side. As you can see, there's a tab here, tab system here, kind of like an internet browser. So I'm going to do a file save as, or and then actually save this into the InDesign poster and banner, and InDesign banner 36 by 72 underscore CMYK. Yeah, that's probably how you should label yours. And maybe you need to be putting your names somewhere, at least maybe in the folder that they're nested in, like Mary Ward InDesign poster and banner project or something, or and then you don't have to do that with the name of each of your files necessarily, but definitely with your the main zip file I would name with your name that you upload into Brightspace, so that I know, when I'm downloading everything, I'm like, okay, I know whose this is. Okay, so I mean, I'm just going to take these and push Shift and hold Shift down and make sure all of them are selected. And I'm going to use the Pathfinder just to clean it up a little bit, join it all together, so it's all one chunk now. As you can see, it's all one chunk now. And then I'm going to go to Command L, so it's locked. I might as well just delete these out of here since I'm not using them. And then I'm just going to do Command A, Command C. That might not be the best way to go about it, but that Command A is select all, so it selects everything. Command C copies everything, and then I'm just going to do Command B. So, and then I'm going to do a Command G, which groups everything. And remember, when you do your banner, it's going to actually distort your artwork even further, so that you really had to use high resolution images for it to work on your banner. So push Shift. And kind of start sizing it up. So like if you push W, you can see where the artboard is. It's kind of a lighter color gray, I guess. And it's kind of annoying because InDesign will tell you can't do this and that just because your artboard's not the right size. So it might actually be a good idea to go into Document Presets, Define, and Edit. No, that's not right. I'm going in the wrong thing here. Sorry about that. Disregard that. File. Might be Document Setup. No. Maybe that's where I just went. Edit. It might be Edit. Sorry, guys. Huh. Well, they might have changed it around on me, or I'm looking for the artboard. I want to change the artboard size. Maybe it's because I'm on a Mac. Yep. Okay. InDesign preferences. And this is actually a really great place. You just go into General, and then you can kind of go down the list here. But we don't really need to do much with a lot of this. Although units and increments is set to points, which, let's see, inches. Stroke should be points, that's correct. I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, grids, pasteboard. So I'm gonna make this. This is kind of convoluted and hard to find and somewhat hard to understand. And actually in InDesign, I think it's called pasteboard instead of artboard. But I'm actually gonna make this 72. So 72 there and 72 there, and I think that will kind of help with this gray box. Because if you don't do that, InDesign doesn't let you resize things very well. It's kind of a weird glitch, and I don't understand. I'm just going to quickly go through here, make sure I have everything. Okay. So there, that gray space is like a lot larger now, as you can see. So, and that's going to help me when I'm sizing this. So I have everything grouped like I showed you earlier. You can kind of see the line here. It's a variegated colored line. And I guess I'll zoom out. I'll do a Command Shift G to ungroup. I just grouped it so I could size everything up. So I think what needs to be done is I need to find a way to take this red box and have that on the left side, and take this box here and have that on the right side. And then maybe still preserve this in the middle and then have this on one side and then maybe something on this side with like a logo down here, the northern logo down there. So it's going to be a little bit tricky getting that to work out, but I think we can do it. So I guess the first place I'll start is trying to find the center and maybe moving this box. So I mean the center's got to be possibly right there. And then let's move this. Let's just move this out of the way. Move this text out of the way. And I'll move this box. There's actually two boxes stacked here, which is, I don't know if this is going to be necessary for the banner because we're not going to have as much text. So I might actually end up deleting this altogether, but I guess I'll drag it out just in case I need it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. And I just need to zoom in. I want to zoom in and make sure I'm using the space bar to get the hand tool. Gosh. Okay, yeah, see, it's not. I need to make sure that this is going on the bleed line so that when the printer goes to print this, it's actually using the bleed, not just that the document is set up with the bleed, that it is actually being used. Same goes for this side. Oh, I have a low battery. Uh-oh. So let's bring this here. Let's do a Command S just in case my computer dies, because I don't really want to have to plug it in while I'm trying to show you this. I don't know if this is actually the center of the document. I don't think it is. So what is the 72 divided by, don't make me do math, 72 divided by 2 equals 36 inches. So this should be 36 inches, or dang near 36 point. I guess with this, let's just get rid of the bleed for now because I need to make this exactly 36 inches wide. I can also just enter it in. Oops, 36, enter. So, and then I'll do this again. And it can go past, I mean, as long as it's just over that red line, that's what's important. And so I'll just drag this line over just to kind of join that. Okay, well that solves that issue. And then, so I'm going to select, just click and drag and get these two things selected. I'm going to do a Command G so that those are gathered together. And I'm going to push E so that I can free transform those. They're going to be really blown out now that and maybe it doesn't need to be quite this big. I'll bring it down a little bit more. And then see, now there's almost too much sky. So if I do Command G, I think that there might be a little bit more. Oh yeah, let's see, but that has Steve's. So there's not a ton more to work with there. But it would be nice to get that so that we could kind of see, Command G again, group it together, so that we can kind of see the mountain range.